Hello friends, welcome back. Sandy here. Today I have another embossing folder technique, another super easy one, inking a little bit differently, but I'm also going to show you how to frame it out. And we're going to be using Simon Says Stamps A2 rectangles, which makes it super easy to cut the pieces that we need to make an awesome frame for our beautiful embossing folder cards. So I'm using the 6th from the outside die to cut my mat, and I'm using the 7th right here to cut out the panel for the center of the card. So you're going to cut that out, and then you're going to take both of the pieces, and I'm going to use the Crocus Field embossing folder. You want a embossing folder that embosses all the way to the edge, that the detail, the design is completely covering the embossing folder. That's the best kind for this technique because we want the outside frame to be embossed as well. So put both those pieces in and then emboss, and you'll see you have the whole panel. You're going to set aside the frame that's going to go on the card base, okay? And then the larger piece that we cut out from number 6 is going to be the mat. And we are going to do some ink blending on this little guy before we add the panel to the front of the card. And I'm using Simon Says Stamps Positively Saturated inks in Sunshine, Sweets, Amethyst, and Ocean, and blending brushes for each one of them. Now remember with these inks that they do fade off a little bit as they dry, so you'll notice that I've gone for quite bright colors. The other thing that happens is we're going to be using a pigment white ink pad at the end to highlight the embossing, so that's going to tone it down as well. So place your art piece onto a sticky mat, and you want to divide the panel into quarters because we're using 4 colors, and starting at the bottom and working your way up. So I'm starting with Ocean, then I'm going to Amethyst, and I was just showing you, you want to add your ink swirling both ways to make sure that you get both sides of the embossing. Otherwise you're going to have some white spots showing. And what we're looking for here is we want background saturation. Because again, the highlighted or the raised areas are going to get the white pigment ink. So I've moved on to Sweets, which is the pink. And I think this one needs to be re-inked because I'm having to work pretty hard at getting that color down. Okay, and then the final color again is Sunshine. I thought this was nice and bright, and it kind of looked like spring. I mean, you always see the crocuses in the spring, so. And we're just adding this final layer of yellow, and I find quite often to go back over it a second time, it helps the colors blend a little bit better. Okay, but basically this is what you're looking for, and as you see off screen, I did darken it. Okay, so the next step we want to build the card. So I've gotten a 4 1/4 by 11 scored and folded at 5 1/2 A2 white card base. I'm using a Simon's craft glue along the back of my frame. You want to make sure that it's going the right way up. Once you get it down there, there's no moving it back. Okay, so use lots of glue because you have an uneven surface. And so we're going to again do the same thing with our art piece. And I'm trying not to touch it too much because the ink is still wet. But again, add a good amount of glue to the back. And I like using glue for this because I need to center it onto that panel, and it gives me a couple of seconds to do that before it adheres itself. So you get it nice and centered. Okay, just putting my lid back on my glue, making sure that this is secure. And I'm going to add a foam backing. I'm using the Sizzix foam sheets, and they have adhesive on both sides. So you just cut the panel down to the size that you need. And so I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. Okay, moving it over so that I've got a little bit of room. I don't like pulling it all the way to the edge because then if your card's on an angle, you can see it. Okay, but this is super fast and easy. Double checking just to make sure I've got it small enough. And the peel off adhesive on the back is awesome. And then you just peel off that release paper from the other side and make sure you put it on right side up, and you're going to line up your embossing. Now a little trick here, if you add a whole bunch of glue to the back of this, you will again get that couple of seconds that you can maneuver that thing right into exactly where you want it before the adhesive sticks. So it gives you a couple of seconds to line up that embossing. I just have to tilt it towards me so I can see that I've got it lined up well. I got one side that's not really playing nice this morning. Isn't that a nice panel? I just love the double frame that this creates. Okay, so I'm going to put a lid on that, and I'm just going to show you a couple of the colors. I went through a bunch of different colors and just used my little 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 pieces of white cardstock and just kind of swatched out what I wanted to use. Okay, to give me a bunch of different layers, and I've got 5 different cards to show you at the end of this once we finish with this little guy. Okay, so do this last, okay, because this pigment ink takes a long time to dry. You're going to take it and you're going to rub it flat all the way across your work surface. And having a card to hold on to is a really good idea. So don't do this before you put the card together. It's very hard to hold on to it. Isn't that pretty how it toned it out, but we still have that lovely background? And then the double frame, I just really think that shows it off. Okay, so I did add some sentiments, and the stamp sets that I used were Special Friends, and this is Thank You Basics. Okay, and then we've got Bereavement Thank You, I Appreciate You from this one. These are all from Simon Says Stamps. And I just went through my scrap bin and grabbed a bunch of cardstock that I thought went with some of the colors and added them to each one. This is the Mod Forest, and I forgot to show you the other card, but I do have pictures on my blog. I did one with peach in it. This is the second one doing the Crocus field. Pretty. Love this one. This is Sensational Seashells. And this one has a die, so you could actually die cut some of the shells and put them over top if you wanted to. And of course, my favorite, the Magnificent Mums. They are truly magnificent. Doesn't that make a pretty card? Whoa. Okay, everything I used today is listed underneath the video. There's also links over to my blog where you can get the measurements for the card details. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider giving me a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends. And here's a couple more videos I thought you might like.